And here's the video review for Transformers Hunt for the Decepticons Tomahawk. I finally got him in and set out to review him today, so here he is. He's a vaguely Airwolf-esque type of combat helicopter here. He does have some landing gear on the bottom that he's sitting on right now. You can see the three gears here. And one of the things that's nice is he does have a spinning propeller that is not attached to any gimmick. It does seem to, like, after a few rotations, the friction will just stop it dead. But other than that, it's a nice freely rotating helicopter blade that doesn't have like a giant push button thing or anything requiring this whole piece to be a giant chunk with a button on it. So that's kind of nice. Also, if you want, you can close this up to make it look kind of like a more high-tech, cutting-edge helicopter. That's actually part of his robot mode thing, but normally the fins are like that. There we go. And a couple of working missile launchers under here, which you'll also notice he's got a couple of the bars for the clip-on weapons, and you'll also notice that these missile launchers have clips on the bottom of them. I don't know why you'd want to do this in helicopter mode. These do become the arm pieces in robot mode, so you can clip them on there. But he does have a spot for you can clip on these missile launchers, or possibly any of Ironhide's weapons or Dark Mount's weapons, or any of the other figures that have the clip-on option there. I also apologize if I'm sounding a little hoarse. I haven't been feeling well. I've got a little bit of a sore throat and a stuffy nose, so apologies if I'm not sounding quite up to my usual self. But yeah, a really cool little helicopter. He's got the Autobot symbols on the wings there. And one of the things that's neat too is the little targeting spy camera here on the front. Zoom in on that. Actually isn't just molded on. It actually is a separate piece, so you can turn it to scan around in front of the helicopter, which is really cool. There we go. Alright, to start off the transformation, the first thing you want to do is take these two. You'll see the blades are offset a little bit, like two blades come out this way, and they're set a little higher. You just take these and rotate them like that. And we'll get around to where you position those later on, because you have a couple different options. You want to go ahead and lift the missile launcher pieces up like that. I'll come back here and split the tail apart. And pull this whole section, each side section out. I actually want to pull these feet down first, because they are snapped in. There we go, pull those in, because you see there's tabs under there that tab into the bottom of the feet. So pull those down, then pull these sections up, out, and forward. Get the missile launcher out, there we go. Kind of up like that. And then out and up like that. And then the legs come down here. Go ahead and open up the cockpit here. Forward, open it up. Fold up the landing gear. When you do that, that'll kind of pop his head up here. You can go ahead and pop his robot mode head up, turn it around, like that. I'm going to bring the legs down right here. They'll plug in. And then you take this whole assembly right here, pull the whole thing down like that, and then rotate the foot down and around like that, and then the heel back like that. So again, it kind of take the whole piece right here at this little joint, where the screw is, flip the whole thing down, and that extends this upper, or like his upper ankle, lower leg piece, and then you want to, and the ankle you can flip right back like that, and then this piece flips down past the ankle and back around to the front to form the foot. And just even those out however you want. And up here on the top, just want to come up here. You can go ahead and bring the cockpit all the way down onto his chest there. Close the window. There's his head. And then these shoulder pieces right here, you want to rotate, bring the missile launchers down, rotate them up like that, so this kind of vent is facing the front of his chest. Just like that, and then bring the arm down like this. And then the wing, the tail parts of the helicopter just fold up and then down like that, up against his hand. That flips his hand out and gives him kind of an arm guard. And again, you can attach any of the clippable weapons. Here, he can hold any of the 5mm pegs in his hand, which I'll show you in a minute. I'll flip this up. And this side, I also actually, like I said before, you fold this up, and he's kind of got a blade here on his right arm, where you can kind of a clipper, jaws of life, scissors type weapon. And there you have them. Now the instructions say to have these sitting down on his back like this, and flip these up like this, which is cool, and not super bad, but you've got a lot of options when it comes to posing these. You can, if you want, take these missile launchers out, and peg them like that. He can peg them, like I said, use the peg to hold them in his hands. They are a little long, but the missile does launch by itself. Or you can also, clip it onto his arm there and have it fold up like that. Give him kind of like the shoulder-mounted null rays or arm-mounted null rays, like on the Seekers. And like that. I'll go ahead and take this off, and I'll show you how I like to do it. Oh, well. There we go, missile launcher. Put the missile back in. Da-da-da. Fold that up. And what I like to do is put these. You can actually take these. These are on a ball joint back here, so I like to take them and kind of angle them up over his shoulders like that. And that's how I like to pose him. And you can also, if you want to do kind of a Blades-esque thing, you can flip his blades up over his shoulders like that as well. But so you've got some options in posing all of the extraneous helicopter bits. If I'd gotten these feet focused properly when I first did it, I wouldn't be having all these troubles. Part of it's just the table's just slippery, and I don't have his feet all the way flat, so he's sliding all over the place. There we go. He actually is fairly solid and stable once you get him into robot mode. But there he is. There's Tomahawk. Very cool. I like his robot mode. Heavily armed, scissor blade, missile launchers, and he's got a couple missile launchers and some machine guns up here. And like I said, he can also use any of the iron hide or, Breacher, I think, has a clip-on weapon. Any of the clip-on weapons he can use. So there you have it. Transformers Hunt for the Decepticons Tomahawk.